In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to make animation using shape layers. I'm going to make an animation of Namshi for namshi.com and let us start. So we'll start with layer, new, solid. I take a solid layer. I put the ramp effect on it to create a gradient. I want to go for a radial gradient. I would go for a white too. Gray. Then I like to adjust the points. So this is the gradient I would like to make. Then I would like to start up with a shape layer. So I'm going to take a circle with no fill. So I'll just select and put no fill. I want to take a stroke. I want to take a darker gray color and just draw. Shift and Alt so that I center. Shift and Alt, hold on Shift and Alt so that you center the circle, and then you can press space bar to center the circle. Now I'm going to make this radius around 800. I'm going to put it around 800. Okay. Unless it covers the screen. Now what am I going to do is, I'm going to come here, ellipse, stroke, there is something called dashes. You find a feature called dashes over here. So I'm going to open that. Let me close this. I'm going to add dash. Can you see? I just clicked over here and I added a dash. So I'm going to choose, okay, now I'm going to adjust this. Just do one thing, scale this up a little bit. Scale this up, adjust this, scale this up. Okay. Now you can adjust your dashes, how much you want. Maybe, I think this would be good, this would be fine. Okay, this is how you make your dashes. Now what we can do is close up everything, press T, reduce the opacity for that. That's it. So now we'll make it come with opacity. So it is initially it is 0, and after a few frames we'll make it around. We'll extend the opacity. It appears. So the animation goes like this. Now I would like to bring in my logo, file, import file. I get my logo. I get my logo over here. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to make animation using shape layers. I'm going to make an animation of Namshi for namshi.com and let us start. So we'll start with layer, new, solid. I take a solid layer. I put the ramp effect on it to create a gradient. I want to go for a radial gradient. I would go for a white too. Gray. Then I like to adjust the points. So this is the gradient I would like to make. Then I would like to start up with a shape layer. So I'm going to take a circle with no fill. So I'll just select and put no fill. I want to take a stroke. I want to take a darker gray color and just draw. Shift and Alt so that I center. Shift and Alt, hold on Shift and Alt so that you center the circle, and then you can press space bar to center the circle. Now I'm going to make this radius around 800. I'm going to put it around 800. Okay. Unless it covers the screen. Now what am I going to do is, I'm going to come here, ellipse, stroke, there is something called dashes. You find a feature called dashes over here. So I'm going to open that. Let me close this. I'm going to add dash. Can you see? I just clicked over here and I added a dash. So I'm going to choose. Okay, now I'm going to adjust this. Just do one thing. Scale this up a little bit. Scale this up. Adjust this. Scale this up. Okay. Now you can adjust your dashes. How much you want. Maybe I think this would be good. This would be fine. Okay. This is how you make your dashes. Now what we can do is close up everything. Press T. Reduce the opacity for that. That's it. So now we'll make it come with opacity. So it is initially it is 0, and after a few frames we'll make it around. We'll extend the opacity. It appears. So the animation goes like this. Now I would like to bring in my logo. File, import file. Okay, I bring in my logo. Now I scale down the logo. So I want this logo to appear with opacity. After this appears, so I start opacity, put on the opacity, make it 0, and then make it appear. Now it appears like this. So I want this to appear, then this to appear. Immediately after this, I would like it to be stroked. I would like it to be stroked by a shape. So I will take, I'm going to put this back, make sure it's put it, let us put it back, take a white stroke, then redraw the shape. Exactly. That would be enough. Exactly. Okay. So we draw this shape. We have the stroke. So now on the stroke, we like to add trim paths. Trim paths will start. Okay. See, trim paths is what animates any path. So you have a start, you have an end, and you have an offset feature. So now let me put the start to 100, and after some time I want to make it to 0. So I want it to be stroked like this. As you can see, it's like this. The moment it comes, it gets stroked. It becomes like this. Now after this, I want another feature to come. Just adjust this a little bit. So let me see the timings. This appears, and then you have the stroke. Good. So now we are going to start with, we're going to make a copy of this, Command D. Exactly a copy of this. And I'm going to close down everything, open my trim paths, and I'm going to adjust this setting. Yes. Start and end feature, I'm going to adjust this, and I'm going to change the color to a different color. Okay, I saw this color on Namshi's website, so I'm changing it. So now what I will do is, this is the setting. I have chosen my, now I'm adjusting both. Why? Because I want to shorten it. So this is what I have. Okay, once this is completed, this stroke is completed, what I would like to do is have this animate around it. So what I'm going to do is start from here. Okay, we'll start from here, put the offset, and then you're going to animate it for maybe 3 times, 2 times, like this. That's it. So we have this way. So it starts with opacity and it animates. So you have T, opacity 0, opacity full. So it starts with an opacity and it animates. So after animating for some time, how many? 2 times, it should disappear also. Okay, so we'll put the same stopwatch, move and put it back to 0. Okay, so the animation goes like this. It comes and it disappears. So the moment it disappears, we want the other layers also to disappear. So we are going to press T, put the stopwatches, click, click, and then we would like everything to disappear together. Except, you shouldn't make, okay. Would like everything to disappear together, but make sure that you don't you should not make the background and this disappear. It should be there. Okay, so we have this. Okay, we have it over here like this. Yes. So the logo should disappear, the stroke should disappear, and the green highlight should disappear. But the background should be as it is. Make sure about that. So there's no need. Just delete the keyframes from here. Oh, okay. So once you have this, what we are going to do is bring in the shoes, file, import file. I would like to bring in my shoes, which is a PNG file. I get it. I place it over here. I scale it down. Okay. For me, I have position P, this will disappear, that P, so first of all let us do one thing, let the position be there, let us animate the position from left to right. Let us animate the position like this and let it stay for some time. So we'll click on this keyframe. So we get a copy of this exactly over here, and then we'll push it towards the left side. So it comes, it stays, and it leaves. Okay. Now to add more interesting, to make it more interesting, we go to keyframe assistant, easy ease in. Keyframe assistant, easy ease out. So now as you can see, it stays and it leaves. So we add an ease in factor. You can just watch it if you increase the spacing. Okay. So that's it. It comes, it slows down, and quickly it vanishes off. So you can add anything depending on what sort of effect you want. Easy in, easy ease in, easy ease out. So it depends on what you want to make. But the period it stays over here, the period it stays in the middle. At that time, I want to make sure that this part gets highlighted. Then you have the name of the text being written. So what I'll be doing is, now I'll be writing the name of the brand. Suppose this is Fitness Streak. Let's name it as Fitness Streak. Okay, adjust the font, the color, whatever color you want, and then yes, you have it. It's called Fitness Streak. Now I want to animate the text. I will go in over here to browse presets. I will go to text. I will choose any animation, whatever animation I like anything. You have so many animations. Whichever you like, whichever you think is appropriate, you can choose one. So I'll just use this fade up and let us see how it, okay. Please make sure that before you need to select the text, then go to browse presets, then go to text, then you need to animate it. Okay, let's choose this. So let us see. Yes, Fitness Freak. But as you can see, the moment, by the time the shoes goes away, the text is not getting up. So what we need to do is press U, and can you see these are the two parameters, the keyframes we need to adjust. So fitness freak. Okay. Let me do the correction of the spelling. Fitness. Okay. So you have this. Now this should go away. Now I would like this also to get away. You can delay this for a second. And then I would like this also to get away. So I press T, opacity, and then I press C. So that's it. It comes, it stays, and it leaves. And it leaves. Okay, that's it. Now, when before leaving, we would like a pop-up burst. We'll like a circle burst to happen around this shoes. So the moment it enters and it stays, I would like a circle burst. To make that circle burst, first of all, you need to take a pen tool, draw a stroke. Shift and draw a stroke. You have the stroke. Now what you need to do is, okay, I'm making it purposely very thick so that it's visible to you. Okay. So let us close down everything. So select U. Now over here, let me shy away these layers so that they don't disturb us. Okay. They are just temporarily hidden. Now I just want to work on this layer. So now I open this. To this, I'm going to add an operand. Okay, an operand over here called trim paths. Okay, shape operand it is called. It's called trim path. So let us understand what does it do. So first of all, okay. So this is the point we wanted. So we'll shorten it from here. Okay. So first step, what we are going to do is we are going to put it to 100. Then after some time, I'm going to put it to a 0. Both the operands, everything to a 0. So the effect is like this. I'll push this one a little bit here. So as you can see, it comes like this. Okay, it comes. Okay, that's what is happening. That's what we wanted to happen. It becomes big and it leaves. Okay, so we'll do this. This is the way. Now what we are going to do is we are going to add repeater to it. We are going to make copies of this. How many copies? Maybe around 8 copies. Okay. Click on transform repeater. Make sure you click on the transform repeater. Put this to 0, the position to 0. So you just can see 1 now. Rotate it. Put it around 45. Yes, enough. And now what we can do is like this. Now look at the effect. It plays like this. So if you want to adjust it more, what you can do is play with the anchor point. If you feel it's not in the center, you can just play with the anchor point the way you want it to be. Okay, so you can play with the anchor point and it comes in the center. Okay, around the shoes. So I have it over like this. Okay, as if things are coming out from the shoes, from nothing, 0 to this, and then immediately goes over. Fitness trick. You can animate how much you want. You want it to be small, you can animate it. Yes. So we're going to get back our layers and make sure that this layer, what we have created, is below the shoes. Okay, so you have the shoes coming in, fitness freak, and then this getting animated. This is the shape layer. You can adjust now the thickness so that it looks nice, and then you can adjust the anchor part. Okay, so now you get the effect. Okay, this has to be really fast actually. It should come and it should be like, so you're trying to highlight it. This is called a pop-up circle burst. Okay, after this goes away, I would like the text also to go away simultaneously. When the shoe leaves, along with that, the text should also leave. So I can make any effect. I prefer to use my opacity effect and make the text go away. I've already done that. Okay, so both of them go away, and that's it. This can be a little bit fast. It comes, it stays, and it goes away. Now after this, I want to do the end part, so I will do file, import, file. I will take in my sail, composition, retain layer sizes. I have it over here. Open it up, get the whole 4 layers, all the 4 layers, put it up, put it here. Okay, now as you can see, we need to adjust this S A L E. S A L E. It's up to you. How do you arrange it? You arrange this. Now for all of them, I would like to animate each one of them one by one. So I'll start with the first, with the blue one. Position. Click on the position. I would like this to, it's the initial position, so I would like this to be from there. So from up to down. On that I want to apply motion blur. So I apply the motion blur like this. So it's like that. You move and you apply the motion blur. Just switch on the motion blur. Motion blur is here. Sorry for that. Yes, the motion blur is here. So similarly, we are going to finish off with the other. Now with the A. What am I going to do? Press P. Position. This is my final position. And then I move ahead a little. Yes. After this, I would like this to come. Okay. Okay. Now, what is left? This one is left. Position. Now, the third one. Position. Final. Okay. Now the final one. Again position P. This is my final. Okay. And the initial is on the top. So as you can see, I have made like a step 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I have applied motion blur, so this is happening. So now I want the text. I would like to write 50% off. 50, 50% off. Choose a font of your choice. Make sure you start from here. Make it big. It's up to you. You write 50, 70, semi-bold. Now, to animate this text, I can use text presets. But I would like to show you another way to animate the text using range animators. So, suppose you would like to animate scale. The moment you click animate and scale, can you see over here? I made this really small. I made this 0. Okay, I'm putting my animator from 0 to 100. So as you can see, the text pops up. As you can see, that if it's slowly, you 50% off. Okay. What I can do is I can add another property, position. I would like the text to start from here, basically. So maybe I can start from here, 50% off. That's it. So as if it's appearing from the back, the sale. That's the way you need to animate things. Then let me write down retail every day. Make it small. Okay. And that's it.